Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to insert your data from the information that you collected while you were progress monitoring your kids. So in here, I've already put in the interventions that are in here. This one's going to be on behavior. I am going to do another chart on academics, and then you can also see the split here. So I have preferential seating here. Let's see how they're meeting their goals. We added an intervention with fidgets in there. Hey, they're making good progress. Hey, they're making good progress. Maybe I want to end it here, but it's showing what interventions are going on during this time. Down here is where I'm going to use my data entry. You can see it says create new entry. Well, what I was working on with Drew was I was working on this one. This could be his focus on instruction. You can see it's red and it's going to be in the shape of a square. So we'll save it. This one is going to be his aggression. You can see that's going to be a diamond and it's going to be blue. So I'm going to click save. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the report card, and this is where I'm going to start putting in the entries. So right here, I'm going to enter. You can see today's date. Make sure you have the today's date because, tomorrow maybe, or tomorrow, let's say, is the 5th. We'll pretend it's the 5th. Well, then the next 2 days is the weekend. You can't graph stuff on days you don't have. And maybe you missed some days. Maybe the kid was out some days. Make sure you're putting it on the correct day. So on this one, he was a 1. I can put comments, like if I make notes on the report card, type those notes in here. This was on focus, redirected 6 times. All right, that's why it was a 1. Save. Then I can create another entry right behind it. This day he was a 3, and if I make a comment on there, great day. Now let's say it was a weekend. A weekend goes by 2 days, so that means that I would skip, and let's say he was absent these 2 days, and the weekend was on those. Well, I go to the 11th. And, oh, man, you know what? Coming off of a weekend and being out 2 days because he was sick, he was back to a 1. I could say rough day, but you want to be a little bit more specific than that. Save. And you can see how it automatically I've met my goal. I've met my goal 1 out of the 2 days. For the aggression, I go in. Excuse me. Sorry, I want to add an entry. It'll go to the 4th again. It'll go automatically to that start date. And he was a 2 that day. No notes that day. I could go to the next day. He was a 3. Really doing good with the aggression. And you can see how that blue line starts going behind it. And then, oh, hey, it was a weekend, so I got to go to the 11th. He was out 2 days. And, man, he was awesome that day when he came in. No aggression and no notes. And you can see how it starts to tally them up. I've met more of my aggression goal using preferential seating because I'm away from my triggers than I did everything else. So that's how you insert your data based on the behavior report card. This is all the progress monitoring that goes in to, and I know it seems like a lot. It doesn't have to work. It doesn't have to work like that. I would recommend putting this data in weekly or biweekly. Once you get a month built up, you will sit in front of this and it will take you forever. So definitely do it pretty often. So right here, you can see that there's 2 more places for other entries. But right now, my behavior goals, there's just 2 of them, and they're right here. And you can also see the goal that we want me to have. My goal is 2, and I've met it twice. But man, I'm really having a hard time with that focus. I really need to do something. So that means the intervention. We're going to come up on the fidgets and we're going to get some fidgets in. Maybe this starts rising and the 2 interventions together maybe start working. So that's kind of way you can read it however you want to. That's kind of the way I read it. And that's how you insert data on a chart in ChartDog. Thanks.